Welcome back. This is our next multiplayer matchup with the Warhammer 40,000 Sanctus Reach series. It is an Orc Assault map and Space Marine. They're going to hold the line, so let's see how it ends up going. I'll get our forces selected here. Started momentarily. Okay, I've selected our forces here. I went with a really heavy anti-infantry force, assuming that the Space Marines are also going to have a heavy infantry force, giving our selections of the units. It generally tries to match you up pretty well, but these are completely random force selections, so who knows whether that is accurate or not. So I went with the War Boss, so we can use his war ability in addition to the custom force field. I have 3 flash kits, 2 battle wagons, and a Death Dread, and we are assaulting, so we need to get in here as fast as possible so then I can put all our guys in the battle wagons. I have 3 Mega Knobs, 3 War Bikers, 2 Combi Scorchers, and again, that's under the assumption that the Space Marines are going to have a heavy infantry army, so then we can stun 2 Terminators. We have 3 Weird Boys, count them, 3 Weird Boys, so that should be interesting. And the Runt Herder and a War Buggy. That will leave 10 points on the table. I'm a little worried that we're not going to be able to drop out Venerable Dreadnoughts very easily with this force. So we're going to have to turn them around with our infantry, hopefully, and then get flanking shots to take advantage of the rear armor. That's really our only hope to drop those if he does have a heavy Venerable Dreadnought force, because they're going to really be able to crush us pretty hard should I fail at doing that. So let's see if we can pull this off, and hopefully he has a heavy infantry army as I'm expecting. Okay, I've deployed our forces. This is a larger map here, and we're assaulting Space Marines, it looks like. So try to run up with the War Buggy on the left side. The main force is going to charge up the center, and then this force over here is going to try to capture this victory point on the right side. Hopefully we'll be able to capture 4, and then it's pretty much going to turn into a slugfest to see if we can hold them. Filled up the battle wagons completely. We've got the flash kits and the combi scorches here to just do a drop and stun tactic with these guys. And then I have 3 Weird Boys, 3 Mega Knobs, and this one here, unfortunately not enough room for the flash kits here to fit into the transport, so they'll have to lag behind a little bit. We're going to use the Runt Herder to spawn some Gretchen to also help us, and these guys over here to run up here. And the War Buggy, obviously, to try to get up here and scout a little bit for us. But we're going to be careful that we don't put ourselves in range of artillery pieces, because I'm sure he has a whirlwind. So we're going to be very careful with that and keep our eyes out for the rest of his forces. I'm sure he's got some Venerable Terminators, Venerable Dreadnoughts as well. So it's going to be definitely an interesting match, I think. Okay, so this must be an Orc versus Space Marine matchup, obviously. What do I have here? 3 Weird Boys, Mega Knobs, Knob Combi Scorcher. Wow. I think I'm about to brutalize his forces. Let's work on these Melta-Guns. And you guys can go this way. Damn, I did not want you to do that. I did not think about You moving. Of course you're gonna move and do that. That was foolish of me. Really? I was not expecting that, though. How do I want to do this? What's going to be most effective? I want to shoot these guys out of the air. Okay. So I've got weird boys in here. Well, let's keep moving guys up. A little something like that. A little something like this. And let's put you down here. Here. You here. And you here. And that is blocking your line of sight. Maybe we'll put you over this way. And you can attack these guys, I guess. Alright, now let's start unloading everybody. Did not position you guys the best. Alright, here's what I do. Down here. And then I move you here. I'll shift you guys over one. You guys over one. Shift you over one. Do this. Do this. You guys, Power Claw. And Power Claw, I guess. Oh shit, there's a whirlwind over there. It says you're out of actions, but you can still do this. Wonder if I could kill him with these guys. Yeah. Alright, that's good. You needed that. I will totally sacrifice a weird boy for that kill. Alright. Boy, he's just heavy infantry, isn't he? Let's move you up here. Guys down here. I just want to know if I can... Oh, I can only do it once, it looks like. Alright. I was wondering if I could stack or pass, but it doesn't look like that's a thing. Try to lock these guys down as much as I can. Here. $60. Damn. Just trying to get rid of them so they wouldn't be able to launch all those grenades at me. says actions -1. Oh, I could have put you up there and used your war breath. Dang it. Alright, well I think that was a pretty effective turn for us. So still got a bunch of Sky Claws, a bunch of bolters. He's got a melt-a-gun here. Got bolter, melta, bolter over here. Who knows what else he's got over here. Okay, let's see if he actually did a turn or if he just rage quitted. He blew up his own guy. Yeah, they really did tear apart that Death Dread pretty good though with those melt-a-guns here, so they're definitely highly effective. I remember when this game first came out, like the Death Dreads, they were so tough. You'd have to not only flank them with every unit, but attack them with every unit to even bring them down on the main campaign mission. And now they're like getting their morale broken by grenades and getting flanked and blown out of the water. So it's almost like they've become a little bit too soft. Overall, you know, it's a small map here, and that's the problem if you forward deploy and you don't know that the other person's forward deploy. I've done this so many times, so I feel a little bad for the other player, because it certainly does suck when you do that, and even more so against the orcs, because if they're loaded in the battle wagons and have a war boss that they can use the war ability on, they can just swarm you and tear you apart in the first turn, and if they have a weird boy, even though they unload on the first turn, they still get 2 attacks. It is interesting though that if you use the um, it's not the war ability, but the one with the Death Dreads, or not the Death Dreads, the Weird Boys, that it knocks that ability out for all the Weird Boys. So I wanted to know, and that's part of the reason I brought so many Weird Boys, is if I started stacking these, if I could keep getting bonus attacks with my infantry. And so if you use that ability, it's limited to 1 per turn. So that's good to know. And then the War Boss here is a cannon attack. Even on infantry, only hits 1 model. I was pretty sure that was the case, but I didn't know if maybe it hit every model or not. But you know, really took out that whirlwind, which was important for us because he would have had some really decent targets to unload. You know, he has light infantry here, so we were able to block them all down and take advantage of that. So, pretty one-sided mission here, but you know, it's good learning points here. He has very light infantry, so if I went with all like Sluggo Boys, he'd be highly effective. But against all the Mega Knobs and things like that, this force would really struggle pretty hard. I know he does have the melta guns, which would do significant damage to the Mega Knobs, but I don't think he had enough here that was going to be able to hold the line. And I don't know what his force selection was. Maybe he just had 4 random units to be selected, but overall it made it pretty easy for us to get in and counter. But learning point is just be careful where you deploy, especially the orcs, because I've been on the receiving end of this and it's no fun for sure. So he killed 2 of our units and we killed 10 of his. So thanks for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. If there are certain matchups you'd like to see, or if you'd like to play a match against me online, shoot me a message. I'm happy to try to set something up, or when I put one of the multiple games that I have going online, join up and we can do that mission and then speak during the chat in between the turns to set some custom maps up as well. If you want to do custom points or different scenarios, I'd be up for that. So otherwise, thanks for watching and have a great day.